How many different sounds can the human ear detect? 1,000? 1,000,000? Probably no one knows. Out of this great cacophony of sound, the ability to create music has evolved over the centuries, and the need to identify and notate sound was recognized very early. A universal language which everyone could understand, a finite number of notes with infinite creative possibilities. How many different colors can the human eye detect? Probably many more than most people imagine. Unlike the composer, the artist doesn't need a notation system. Only he needs to understand the colors he perceives, and he alone is responsible for recreating them on canvas. But what about the architect or designer? Unlike the artist, but like the composer, he needs other people to interpret the colors he perceives in order for his creation to be realized, and he needs instruments which can reproduce those colors accurately. His problem is that he can be presented with a range of colors which is limited in number and color depth, and consequently doesn't match the exact colors he wants. Alternatively, he can be presented with a larger range of colors which cannot be reproduced accurately enough, or rather couldn't be reproduced accurately enough until now. Now, a unique color system with over 1,600 notated colors combined with new generation technology to ensure accurate color delivery means that you can create a symphony of color that will be unambiguously interpreted. It's called Color Dimensions, and it's from ICI Dulux. Color Dimensions is based on the Swedish natural color system, which has evolved through continuous scientific research since the 1930s. The research results, involving over 60,000 color judgments, have been validated by computer. The natural color system has been adopted as the Swedish and Norwegian standards. It is unique in that it is based entirely on man's natural perception of color, rather than optical instrument measurements or methods of manufacturing paint. The research showed that man perceives 6 colors as pure or elementary: white, black, yellow, red, blue, and green. Every other color bears a varying degree of resemblance to some of these 6 colors. Once we know that our vision works in this way, it's possible to design a model which describes these color relationships. And here we have it, in the form of a twin cone. The easiest way to understand the color dimension system is to break the cone down into a circle and a series of triangles. Let's look at the circle first. Around the periphery are the 4 chromatic elementary colors: yellow, red, blue, and green, similar to the points of a compass. Each quadrant of the color circle is divided into 10% steps, or colors, each of which has its own notation. These notations describe the degree of resemblance one chromatic color has to another. Y10R, for example, means yellow with 10% redness. Y90R, almost pure chromatic red, means yellow with 90% redness, and so on. What in fact these notations refer to is the hue or pure color. Every hue on the color circle can be further subdivided into nuances or shades by using a color triangle. The nuance of a particular hue is defined as the degree of its resemblance to white and black, and its degree of chromaticness, or color intensity. Thus, colors of the same hue, in this case the hue Y70R can be shown in a logical way on the triangle in percentage steps on the white to black axis and percentage steps of pure color or chromaticness. This shade, for example, has 10% blackness and 80% chromaticness or color intensity and is simply defined as 1080. The complete notation for this specific color is therefore 1080 Y70R, 10% blackness, 80% chromaticness, with a hue of yellow, 70% redness. This is an unambiguous description of natural color perception. By using the color circle and color triangles, all colors can be precisely notated in the same way. But don't worry, you won't have to work out all the notations yourself. That's all been done for you in here, the Color Dimensions Atlas. The atlas maps out over 1,600 colors in even steps across the total spectrum of perceived color. Each of the 40 pages represents a particular hue, and you have all the shade variations in the triangle here. BS 4800 and Dulux trade colors are also represented on the appropriate page. The notation system is very easy to grasp, and you'll soon find that if you have a color in your mind's eye, not only will it be easy to find that color in the atlas, you'll be able to make a fair guess at the notation before checking it out. The logical layout of the atlas also adds to the ease with which color can now be specified. The variety of color presented means that fabrics can be matched exactly in a variety of Dulux finishes. Where necessary, several shades of the same hue can be specified, lighter for walls, darker for woodwork, and so on. The system can also be used as a means of specifying color for other products, such as carpets or plastics. Apart from the atlas, there are a number of other aids available free from Dulux. Here we have the color fan, which shows a larger area of color than the atlas, and can be placed over fabrics, for example. And this is a color sampler, also in a fan format, comprising tear-off sheets marked with the appropriate notation. Everything, in fact, that the specifier needs to aid him in making his choice. For the first time, the specifier has a range of colors which reflects the natural world, embracing all its subtle changes of hue and shade. No paint manufacturer has been able to offer anything like it before. What's more, all the colors are available in a wide range of finishes. No color range, however large or innovative, is of much use to specifiers if the colors cannot be reproduced accurately and consistently. This is another area where Color Dimensions represents a major advance. A system has now been developed which means that the high Dulux standards of color accuracy are guaranteed every time. The latest colorant technology, combined with new generation computer-controlled color delivery, provides a quality product which fully matches Dulux trade standards. 16 automatic simultaneous dispensers ensure you get the color you specified quickly and consistently. The system is now available to specifiers nationwide via the network of Dulux merchants, so there'll be no supply problems when it comes to your contract. Color Dimensions represents a genuine breakthrough, offering the specifier a unique range of over 1,600 natural colors with which to work. Or, to put it another way, Color Dimensions means that you now have all the notes. The only thing left to do is write the symphony.